If the Roman Catholic Church is for the Apostolic tradition, why do they accept the Apocrypha books of the Old Testament period, which were not accepted by Jesus and his apostles? That is, why do they append to the Old Testament the Apocrypha books which were rejected by the Apostolic tradition of the early church? The Old Testament Apocrypha books, which are now part of the Roman Catholic Old Testament, were never part of their Bible till 16th century AD. The Bible that Thomas brought to India did not have the Apocrypha books. It had only 39 books of the Old Testament which Jesus approved. The 7 Apocrypha books were added to the Roman Catholic Bible in 1546 AD. Thus, now the Roman Catholic Old Testament Bible has 46 books because 7 Old Testament time Apocrypha books were added to their Bible around 1500 years after the ascension of Jesus. In fact, the Bible was completely available by the first century itself. The Old Testament books were completed by BC 400. At the time of Jesus, the Old Testament books were completely available as they are available today. The New Testament books were completed by AD 90. At the Carthage Council of AD 397, the 66 books of the Bible were recognized as the Word of God. But the Catholics added 7 more books to the Old Testament in 1546. Those 7 books were never recognized by Jesus nor by Jews as the Word of God. This addition of 7 Old Testament Apocrypha books to the Bible is against the practice of Jesus and his apostles. It is also against the first century church practices. Thus, the Roman Catholic traditions violate the Bible and the practice of Jesus, apostles, and the apostolic tradition of the early church.